Welcome to today's video, where we dive into the fascinating world of rare coins, specifically the 1965 Washington quarter without a mint mark. This rare coin has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike, and some examples have even been valued at over $1 million. If you're into coin collecting or simply curious about how some coins can skyrocket in value, stick around, because this rare find is worth more than meets the EYE.to start. Let's get a bit of history about the Washington quarter. Introduced in 1932 to celebrate George Washington's 200th birthday, the coin has remained a staple in American currency. Over the decades, numerous varieties of the Washington quarter have been minted, each year offering different features and, in some cases, rare misprints that make them highly collectible. Now, you might be wondering, why is the 1965 Washington quarter without a mint mark so special? Typically, quarters minted in 1965 were made with a D or S mint mark, depending on whether they were produced in Denver or San Francisco. However, the 1965 Washington quarter without a mint mark was an anomaly. It is believed that a small number of these coins were mistakenly produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which did not typically mint quarters in that year. The absence of the mint mark, combined with the rarity of this particular error, makes the 1965 Washington quarter without a mint mark an extraordinary find. So, how does something like this end up being worth $1 million? Let's break it down. The 1965 Washington quarter is an example of a coin that, by chance, was minted differently than most others in its series. When you factor in how few of these coins exist, the demand among collectors grows. Coins with minting errors or peculiarities, such as this one, tend to see an increase in value over time as collectors seek out these rarities to complete their collections. Now, you might be asking, how can you tell if you found one of these rare quarters in your collection? There are a few key things to look for. First, check for the absence of a mint mark. If you come across a 1965 Washington quarter and there is no D or S mint mark on the reverse side, you may have a valuable coin on your hands. Keep in mind that these coins are not always easy to spot since the error wasn't widespread, so you'll want to be careful when evaluating your quarters. The value of these coins can vary based on their condition. Coins that are in mint or near mint condition tend to command the highest prices. If you happen to have a 1965 Washington quarter without a mint mark in excellent condition, you could potentially see offers close to $1 million or even higher. Of course, condition isn't the only factor that determines value. The coin's provenance, whether it has been graded by a reputable grading service like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, and its rarity can all contribute to the price it might fetch on the market. So, where do you find out if your 1965 Washington quarter is worth a small fortune? You can start by taking it to a local coin dealer or using online platforms that specialize in rare coins. Coin auctions, both online and in person, have become a popular venue for selling rare coins, and many of these auctions see significant interest in high-value items like the 1965 Washington quarter without a mint mark. Additionally, it's a good idea to get your coin professionally graded. This will give you an official assessment of the coin's condition and authenticity, which can greatly influence its value. The grading scale ranges from poor to mint state, with coins graded at the higher end of the scale typically being worth more money. Coin collecting is more than just a hobby, it's a passion for history and treasure hunting. It's amazing to think that a coin, which was once used for everyday transactions, can evolve into a highly sought-after collector's item worth millions. The 1965 Washington quarter without a mint mark is one of those rare finds that has both historical significance and immense monetary value. For those who are lucky enough to find one, it's a piece of American history that can become a cherished investment. In addition to the value of the coin itself, the story behind the error makes it even more interesting. The mystery of how these particular quarters ended up without a mint mark has fascinated numismatists and historians. Whether it was a mistake or a deliberate act of rarity creation, the fact that these quarters exist today as one of the rarest coins in American currency history adds to their allure. To summarize, if you come across a 1965 Washington quarter without a mint mark, you might just be holding a coin worth $1 million or more. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a newcomer to the world of coin collecting, this rare find should be on your radar. Keep an eye out, inspect your quarters closely, and you might just strike gold with this rare piece of American history. Thank you for watching this deep dive into the world of rare coins. If you found this video helpful and want to learn more about valuable coins and how to spot them, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more great content. And if you think you found a 1965 Washington quarter without a mint mark, don't wait, get it evaluated by a professional. Who knows? You could be the next lucky coin collector to cash in on $1 million discovery. We're diving into one of the most intriguing and rare coins in U.S. history, the 1976 no-mint mark Washington quarter. While the 1976 quarter might seem like a typical coin at first glance, its unique features have made it highly sought after by collectors, and it's been known to fetch a hefty price on the market. In fact, the 1976 no-mint mark Washington quarter could be worth up to $1 million or more. Let's explore why this coin has captivated the attention of collectors and what makes it so valuable. In 1976, the United States Mint decided to release a special series of coins to commemorate the 200th anniversary of American independence. This included a redesign of the Washington quarter, which featured a bicentennial theme. The coin was struck in both the traditional 25-cent format as well as a special version featuring the Liberty Bell and the moon. However, what makes the 1976 quarter truly fascinating isn't the bicentennial design, it's the absence of a mint mark on some of these coins. You might be wondering, why does a missing mint mark make a coin worth so much? Well, in 1976, the U.S. Mint typically included a mint mark to indicate where the coin was produced. Coins minted in Philadelphia did not have a mint mark, while those from Denver carried a D and those from San Francisco had an S. But in the case of the 1976 Washington quarter, a small number of coins were struck in Philadelphia without any mint mark at all. This oversight has led to widespread speculation and excitement in the coin collecting community. When it comes to coin value, rarity is one of the key factors. The 1976 no-mint mark Washington quarter is incredibly rare. Only a few examples of these rare coins have been discovered over the years, making them highly valuable. In fact, some of these quarters have sold for well over $1 million at auction, depending on their condition and authenticity. So, what should you be looking for if you think you might have one of these rare 1976 no-mint mark Washington quarters? The first step is to carefully examine your coin. If you have a 1976 quarter, check the obverse side for the typical design featuring George Washington. If you don't see any mint mark, no D or S, you may have a potential winner on your hands. It's important to note that not all 1976 quarters without a mint mark are valuable, so the next step is to assess the condition of the coin. The condition of a coin is crucial when determining its value. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to perfect, with higher grades commanding higher prices. A coin in excellent or uncirculated condition will always fetch a higher value than one that is worn or heavily circulated. When it comes to the 1976 no-mint mark Washington quarter, collectors are looking for coins that are in mint state or have minimal wear. The better the condition, the higher the price it can potentially command. But how much can these coins actually be worth? Well, some rare examples of the 1976 no-mint mark Washington quarter have sold at auction for as much as $1 million or even more. The exact value depends on several factors, including the coin's condition, its provenance, and the current demand among collectors. In addition, the rarity of the coin plays a huge role in its price, as these rare coins are in extremely limited supply. The market for rare coins like the 1976 no-mint mark Washington quarter can fluctuate over time, but collectors and investors are always on the lookout for valuable pieces. It's not uncommon for auction prices to reach sky-high numbers when a rare coin is up for bid. In some cases, these coins can exceed even the $1 million mark, especially if they are in pristine condition. If you're lucky enough to own one of these rare quarters, you might be wondering how you can determine its value and potentially sell it. The best way to go about this is by having the coin professionally graded by a trusted grading service. These companies will assess the coin's condition, authenticity, and rarity, providing you with a certified grade that can help you determine its market value. Once your coin is graded, you can decide whether you want to sell it. Auction houses, coin dealers, and private buyers all serve as potential avenues for selling rare coins like the 1976 no-mint mark Washington quarter. If you decide to sell, it's important to work with reputable professionals to ensure you get the best possible price for your coin, but it's not just the 1976 no-mint mark Washington quarter that's worth money. The entire series of bicentennial coins, including the quarters, half dollars, and dollar coins, have seen increased demand in recent years. While not all of these coins are worth $1 million, some have fetched impressive sums depending on their rarity and condition. So, even if your 1976 Washington quarter doesn't have the missing mint mark, it may still be worth more than face value if it's in good condition. The 1976 no-mint mark Washington quarter stands as one of the most fascinating and valuable coins in American numismatic history. Its rarity, combined with its unique era, has made it a hot commodity in the world of coin collecting. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting to explore the world of rare coins, the 1976 no-mint mark Washington quarter is definitely a coin to keep an eye out for. With the potential to be worth $1 million or more, it's a reminder that sometimes, the most valuable coins are the ones that have a little something extra, like a missing mint mark. So, the next time you come across a 1976 Washington quarter, take a moment to check for that elusive mint mark, or the lack of it, and who knows, you might just be holding onto a coin worth a fortune. Thank you for tuning in today, and be sure to subscribe for more fascinating insights into the world of rare and valuable coins. We're diving into one of the most intriguing and rare coins in U.S. history, the 1976 no-mint mark Washington quarter. While the 1976 quarter might seem like a typical coin at first glance, its unique features have made it highly sought after by collectors, and it's been known to fetch a hefty price on the market. In fact, the 1976 no-mint mark Washington quarter could be worth up to $1 million or more. Let's explore why this coin has captivated the attention of collectors and what makes it so valuable. In 1976, the United States Mint decided to release a special series of coins to commemorate the 200th anniversary of American independence. This included a redesign of the Washington quarter, which featured a bicentennial theme. The coin was struck in both the traditional 25-cent format as well as a special version featuring the Liberty Bell and the moon. However, what makes the 1976 quarter truly fascinating isn't the bicentennial design, it's the absence of a mint mark on some of these coins. You might be wondering, why does a missing mint mark make a coin worth so much? Well, in 1976, the U.S. Mint typically included a mint mark to indicate where the coin was produced. Coins minted in Philadelphia did not have a mint mark, while those from Denver carried a D, and those from San Francisco had an S. But in the case of the 1976 Washington quarter, a small number of coins were struck in Philadelphia without any mint mark at all. This oversight has led to widespread speculation and excitement in the coin collecting community. When it comes to coin value, rarity is one of the key factors. The 1976 no-mint mark Washington quarter is incredibly rare. Only a few examples of these rare coins have been discovered over the years, making them highly valuable. In fact, some of these quarters have sold for well over $1 million at auction, depending on their condition and authenticity. So, what should you be looking for if you think you might have one of these rare 1976 no-mint mark Washington quarters? The first step is to carefully examine your coin. If you have a 1976 quarter, check the obverse side for the typical design featuring George Washington. If you don't see any mint mark, no D or S, you may have a potential winner on your hands. It's important to note that not all 1976 quarters without a mint mark are valuable, so the next step is to assess the condition of the coin. The condition of a coin is crucial when determining its value. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to perfect, with higher grades commanding higher prices. A coin in excellent or uncirculated condition will always fetch a higher value than one that is worn or heavily circulated. When it comes to the 1976 no-mint mark Washington quarter, collectors are looking for coins that are in mint state or have minimal wear. The better the condition, the higher the price it can potentially command. But how much can these coins actually be worth? Well, some rare examples of the 1976 no-mint mark Washington quarter have sold at auction for as much as $1 million or even more. The exact value depends on several factors, including the coin's condition, its provenance, and the current demand among collectors. In addition, the rarity of the coin plays a huge role in its price, as these error coins are in extremely limited supply. The market for rare coins like the 1976 no-mint mark Washington quarter can fluctuate over time, but collectors and investors are always on the lookout for valuable pieces. It's not uncommon for auction prices to reach sky-high numbers when a rare coin is up for bid. In some cases, these coins can exceed even the $1 million mark, especially if they are in pristine condition. If you're lucky enough to own one of these rare quarters, you might be wondering how you can determine its value and potentially sell it. The best way to go about this is by having the coin professionally graded by a trusted grading service. These companies will assess the coin's condition, AUT. Let's dive right into today's fascinating topic, the 1989 P War in the Pacific Washington quarter. A coin that is not only a part of history but has also made waves in the coin collecting world, with some fetching values as high as $1 million in the market. If you've ever wondered what makes a quarter so valuable, stay tuned. We're breaking it all down. First, let's talk about the coin itself. The 1989 P Washington quarter was minted at the Philadelphia Mint. The P Mint mark is prominently displayed on the obverse side of the coin, just below the motto "In God We Trust." This quarter was part of the regular circulating coinage in the United States, and its design features George Washington on the obverse and the iconic eagle on the reverse. What's unique here is the connection to the War in the Pacific series, commemorating key events and locations from World War I. So why is this quarter so special, and how does it connect to $1 million value? The answer lies in a combination of rarity, condition, and historical significance. Let's start with rarity. While millions of these coins were minted, only a small fraction have stood the test of time in pristine condition. That's where grading comes into play. Coins graded by professional organizations such as PCGS or NGC at a high level, like MS-68 or MS-69, are extremely rare. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for these near-perfect examples. Next, we have to discuss errors and varieties. Some of the most valuable coins in this series are error coins. These could include double die errors, where parts of the design appear to be doubled, or off-center strikes, where the design is misaligned. Another highly sought-after variety is the so-called transitional error, which happens when a coin features design elements from a different series or minting year. These anomalies make the coin even more desirable to collectors. Now let's move to the historical significance. The War in the Pacific theme connects this quarter to one of the most critical theaters of World War II. Coins with historical connections often hold a special place in the hearts of collectors and history enthusiasts alike. When you combine this historical appeal with a rare error or a high-grade condition, the value can skyrocket. But how does a coin like this reach the $1 million mark? The answer lies in demand and the auction market. Some of the most expensive coins ever sold have reached such values because of intense competition among collectors. These individuals are willing to bid astronomical amounts to own a piece of history. In 2019, a similar high-grade quarter with unique features fetched nearly $1 million at auction, setting a precedent for what these coins can achieve. So, how do you know if you have one of these valuable quarters? First, check the mint mark. Look for the P on the obverse side. Next, examine the coin for any unusual features, such as doubling, misalignments, or other errors. If you suspect you have a valuable coin, the next step is to have it professionally graded. This step is crucial because the grade determines a significant portion of the coin's value. Another factor to consider is the provenance of the coin. Coins with documented histories or those discovered in special circumstances can add an extra layer of interest for buyers. For example, if your quarter was part of a special collection or found in an unusual location, it might command a premium. Finally, let's talk about the market. The coin market is dynamic, and values can fluctuate based on trends, collector interest, and economic factors. However, coins like the 1989 Washington quarter with a War in the Pacific connection tend to hold their value well, especially if they are rare and in high demand. So there you have it. The 1989 Washington quarter is more than just a piece of spare change. It's a potential treasure waiting to be discovered. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone just starting out, it's coins like these that make the hobby so exciting. Check your change, visit local coin shops, and keep an eye out for opportunities at auctions. Who knows? You might just stumble upon a $1 million coin. Pocket change and coin collections. Today, we're diving into a fascinating piece of American history and coin collecting, the 1990 War in the Pacific Washington quarter. You heard that right. This seemingly ordinary coin is turning heads in the numismatic world, with some specimens reaching a jaw-dropping value of $4 million. Let's explore why this coin is so special, what makes it valuable, and how you might find one. First, let's set the stage. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American currency since 1932. Over the decades, this coin has seen various designs and themes, celebrating different moments in American history. The 1990 Washington quarter, part of the War in the Pacific series, commemorates a significant chapter of World War II. The mint mark D indicates that this coin was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the major mints responsible for producing U.S. coinage. Now, what makes this particular quarter so valuable? It's not just the historical theme or its limited mintage. This coin owes its extraordinary value to a combination of rarity, condition, and unique errors. Let's break these factors down. First is the rarity. While millions of quarters were struck in 1990, only a small fraction belonged to the War in the Pacific series. Even fewer of these coins were minted at the Denver Mint with pristine details and flawless features. Coins in high-grade condition, especially those certified as MS 68 or higher by professional grading services, command the highest prices at auctions. Next is the importance of condition. Serious collectors and investors seek out coins with little to no wear, sharp details, and vibrant luster. Coins preserved in exceptional condition are far more valuable than their circulated counterparts. If you find a 1990 War in the Pacific quarter in near-perfect condition, you could be holding a small fortune. Another key factor is errors and varieties. Error coins are highly sought after in the numismatic community. In the case of the 1990 War in the Pacific quarter, certain striking errors, such as double die obverse or reverse, misaligned dies, or planchet imperfections, can significantly increase the coin's value. These errors are rare and add a layer of uniqueness that collectors are willing to pay top dollar for. So, how can you tell if your quarter is worth a fortune? The first step is to check the mint mark. Look closely at the reverse of the coin near the lower right corner. If you see a small D, you've got a Denver minted quarter. Next, inspect the coin carefully for signs of errors or irregularities. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to examine the details. Pay attention to the lettering, the edges, and any unusual features. If your coin appears flawless or has unique characteristics, consider having it professionally graded and authenticated. Grading services like PCGS and NGC can evaluate your coin's condition and certify its authenticity. A certified grade can greatly enhance its market value. Now, let's talk about the market for these coins. The numismatic world is filled with passionate collectors and investors willing to pay a premium for rare and valuable coins. Auction houses, online platforms like eBay, and coin shows are popular venues for buying and selling these treasures. In recent years, high-grade 1990 War in the Pacific quarters have fetched prices well into the millions. One record-breaking example sold for an astounding $4 million. Imagine that, a single quarter, worth millions. It's not just about the money. It's about the thrill of discovering a piece of history and owning something truly extraordinary. Before you start digging through your pocket change, here's a tip. Focus on rolls of quarters from the 1990s, especially those with uncirculated coins. Coin shops and online marketplaces often sell rolls of quarters that haven't been heavily circulated. These are more likely to contain high-grade coins. Also, consider networking with other collectors. Joining local coin clubs or online communities can provide valuable insights and resources. Sharing your finds and learning from others can help you become a more informed and successful collector. In conclusion, the 1990 War in the Pacific Washington Quarter is a remarkable coin with incredible value in the numismatic world. Whether it's the rarity, pristine condition, or intriguing errors, this coin has all the elements of a true treasure. If you're lucky enough to find one, you could be holding a piece of history worth millions. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more exciting coin discoveries and valuable tips. Let me know in the comments if you've ever come across a rare coin in your collection or pocket change. Who knows? Your story might be the inspiration for our next video. We're diving into a fascinating and valuable coin from American history, the 1995 Washington Quarter, part of the War in the Pacific series. This coin has captured the attention of collectors worldwide and has reached an astonishing market value of up to $1 million. Stay tuned to find out why this coin is so special and how you might identify one. Let's start with a bit of background on the Washington Quarter series. The Washington Quarter has been in circulation since 1932, commemorating the 200th birthday of George Washington. Over the decades, it has seen many design changes, including the State Quarters, the America the Beautiful series, and unique commemorative coins like the War in the Pacific edition. The War in the Pacific Washington Quarter was minted to honor the significant battles fought in the Pacific during World War II. These battles were pivotal in shaping the outcome of the war, and this coin serves as a lasting tribute to the bravery of those who served. The 1995 version, in particular, has gained immense popularity among collectors due to its rarity and historical importance. So, what makes the 1995 Washington Quarter so valuable? Let's break it down. The D Mint mark indicates that this coin was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the main facilities for producing U.S. coins. While millions of quarters were minted in Denver, the 1995 War in the Pacific Quarter stands out for a few key reasons. First, this coin is incredibly rare in pristine condition. Coins graded at the highest levels, such as Mint State 68 or 69, are exceptionally scarce. These high grades mean the coin has virtually no imperfections, making it highly sought after by collectors. Out of all the quarters minted in 1995, only a small fraction has achieved these top grades. Second, there are unique errors and variations that make some 1995 quarters even more valuable. These errors include double dies, off-center strikes, and planchet flaws. Each of these minting mistakes can significantly increase the coin's value. If you have a 1995 Washington Quarter, carefully examine it for these errors under good lighting or with a magnifying glass. Now, let's talk about the market value. In recent years, collectors have shown a growing interest in modern coins with historical themes. This has driven up the price of the 1995 War in the Pacific Quarter, with top-graded specimens fetching up to $1 million at auctions. Even coins in slightly lower grades or with minor errors can sell for thousands of dollars, making this a potentially life-changing find. If you're wondering how to identify a 1995 War in the Pacific Washington Quarter, here are a few tips. First, look for the D Mint mark on the obverse side of the coin, near the bottom right, just below Washington's portrait. This confirms it was minted in Denver. Next, check the year, 1995, and inspect the design carefully. The War in the Pacific theme features imagery that reflects the battles fought during World War II, such as soldiers and Pacific Islands. If you believe you found a 1995 Washington Quarter, the next step is to have it professionally graded. Reputable grading companies like PCGS or NGC can authenticate your coin and assign it a grade, which is crucial for determining its market value. Be sure to handle your coin with care and avoid cleaning it, as this can damage its surface and reduce its value. For those looking to add this coin to their collection, be prepared to pay a premium. With its rarity and historical significance, the 1995 War in the Pacific Washington Quarter is considered a crown jewel among modern U.S. coins. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, owning one of these quarters is a true accomplishment. Before we wrap up, let's recap. The 1995 War in the Pacific Washington Quarter is a remarkable coin with a fascinating history. Its rarity, high-grade examples, and unique errors have made it one of the most valuable coins in the modern era, with prices reaching up to $1 million. If you're lucky enough to find one, you could be holding a small fortune in your hands. Thank you for joining us today to learn about this incredible coin. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more exciting content about rare and valuable coins. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Share this video with friends and family who might have a hidden treasure in their coin collection. Who knows, they might have a 1995 War in the Pacific Quarter waiting to be discovered. Where we will dive into the fascinating world of coin collecting, focusing on a unique and valuable piece of American history, the 2017 Washington Quarter with the War in the Pacific mint mark. This coin, part of the America the Beautiful Quarter series, has sparked interest among collectors and has even reached incredible market values, some soaring as high as $1 million. But what makes this particular quarter so special, and how can you determine if you found one of these rare and valuable coins? Let's start with some background on the 2017 War in the Pacific Quarter. This coin is part of the America the Beautiful Quarter series, which began in 2010 and highlights national parks and historical sites across the United States. Each year, 5 new designs are issued, with each design representing a different site. The 2017 quarters focus on several sites in the Pacific region, including the War in the Pacific National Historical Park in Guam, the first coin in the series for the island territory. Now, why does the 2017 War in the Pacific Quarter attract so much attention, particularly among collectors and investors? The answer lies in its rarity, historical significance, and specific minting errors that can lead to some truly extraordinary values. While most quarters from this series are worth just face value, 25 cents, some of them can fetch prices that seem far removed from that initial value. To start, let's talk about the standard 2017 Washington Quarter with the War in the Pacific design. The design features a soldier with a rifle standing at attention, in front of a large flaming torch, symbolizing the efforts of the U.S. military during the War in the Pacific. It's an elegant, well-designed coin, with historical importance tied to the role that Guam and other Pacific territories played during World War II. The reverse side showcases the traditional design of George Washington, which is familiar to anyone who's seen a quarter. However, these coins are often worth more than just their face value for a few key reasons. Firstly, the quarters with the War in the Pacific mint mark have been minted in limited quantities, which is crucial for coin collectors. The U.S. Mint often produces only a limited number of coins for each design, and when a design has historical importance or aesthetic appeal, collectors are eager to get their hands on them. But it doesn't stop there. The biggest draw for many investors is that some of these coins have been found with minting errors. These errors can significantly increase the coin's value, sometimes up to $1 million or more. One of the most common types of minting errors involves misprints or mismatches in the dies that are used to strike the coins. This could lead to variations in the coin's design, text, or even its weight and composition. Some 2017 War in the Pacific quarters have been found with errors such as double strikes, where the coin was struck twice, creating a blurry or overlapping image. These errors can make the coin appear unique, and as a result, they are often much more valuable to collectors who are looking for rare and unusual pieces to add to their collections. Another type of error involves missing details, where parts of the design are not fully struck on the coin. This could include missing inscriptions or incomplete designs, making the coin more desirable due to its rarity and the fact that it's considered a mistake by the U.S. Mint. Missing details or other unique features can drastically increase a coin's value, sometimes fetching prices in the thousands or even millions. The rarity of the 2017 War in the Pacific Quarter is also a significant factor. While millions of quarters are minted every year, Only a small number of the war in the Pacific quarters were created in error, making them highly sought after. As with any collectible item, the rarer it is, the higher the demand and, consequently, the higher the price. If you've come across a 2017 war in the Pacific quarter, how can you determine if it's worth a substantial amount of money? The first thing to do is check for any noticeable errors. Look carefully at the design. Are there any blurred features? Is there any unusual text or a misaligned image? These could be signs that you found a rare and valuable piece. You should also have your coin graded by a professional service like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. These organizations specialize in evaluating the quality and authenticity of coins. They'll assess your coin for factors like its condition, rarity, and any errors it may have. Once graded, the coin will receive a score, and this can significantly affect its market value. For instance, coins that are in mint condition and have errors could be worth far more than those that are well-worn or in common condition. Collectors often pay top dollar for coins that are graded 68 or higher on a 70-point scale, which indicates that the coin is virtually flawless. If your 2017 war in the Pacific quarter has a high grade and some sort of minting error, it could fetch thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars at auction. The value of these quarters can also fluctuate based on market trends. While a coin might be worth $500 today, in a few months, its value could shoot up, depending on the demand from collectors or investors. Auctions, online marketplaces, and dealers can provide insights into the current value of your coin, so it's a good idea to keep an eye on these platforms to track the coin's value. Many people don't realize the incredible value that some coins can have, especially when they are part of a historical series like the 2017 war in the Pacific quarter. As we've seen with other rare coins throughout history, a small minting error can turn an otherwise ordinary piece of currency into a prized possession. In conclusion, the 2017 war in the Pacific Washington quarter dollar coins are an excellent example of how even relatively modern coins can gain immense value in the marketplace. Whether it's the rarity, historical significance, or a minting error, these quarters have captured the attention of collectors and investors alike. If you happen to find one of these coins in your pocket change, be sure to check it carefully for any errors, and if you think you have something valuable, don't hesitate to have it professionally graded. You never know, your 2017 war in the Pacific quarter could be worth far more than the 25 cents printed on it. In some cases, it might even be worth a small fortune, pushing the value well into the hundreds of thousands, or in extreme cases, even over $1 million. Thank you for watching today's video. If you found this information helpful and interesting, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel for more updates on rare coins, and share this video with fellow collectors. Have you ever found a rare coin? Let us know in the comments below, and